Hi. Um, okay. So I noticed that not everyone watched the video from yesterday. So if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, watch it today so you know what's going on. And then there's a piece of paper that you guys need, and it's on the shelf under the windows, like on the side of the room. And there's like two different sets of paper over there. So we're gonna make sure we get the right one. So you guys are in charge of getting this paper, okay? And I'm gonna show it to you. So, um, here's what I need right there. Okay, so this is one side of the paper that you're gonna get. And it just gives you an overview of the project that we're doing, the iSearch. And it just shows you what the parts are. So there's gonna be 4 parts. And the first one you can see is why you're gonna write the paper. So when we really get into writing the paper, I'll give you a lot more details on this, but I would say part 1 could be about a paragraph. It could be longer if you want to. You're just saying, here's why I chose this topic. Here's what I want to know about it. And that's it. And the other side of the paper that you're going to get today will help you with that section of the paper. Part 2 is the part where you actually document the process of your research. And there's another paper that you'll get probably tomorrow that will help you with that part. So like each day that you do research, you'll write down what sites you went to, what you found out, and just kind of like how is it going. And then the part 3, the what I learned part, that's like the traditional research paper part of it, where you actually write out all the information that you found about the question that you asked. And then the part 4 is like a reflection on the whole thing. So you'll do that at the end. And you'll write about, you know, what you learned, like in terms of like how what you learned is going to help you, but then also what you learn through the process. So maybe you like learned a new research skill or something like that. So again, part 1, I would say like a paragraph would be enough. Part 2, you probably need a few paragraphs, 2 or 3 maybe. Part 3 will be the longest part of the paper because that'll be all the stuff that you found out about your topic. And then part 4 could be like a paragraph again. There is a presentation, but it's going to be pretty low key. So if you're the kind of person who gets nervous about presentations, it won't be so bad, I promise. And you can do whatever you want to. So it's your choice how you want to do the presentation. You can see some of my suggestions there. And yes, interpretive dance has been done a few times. So we can talk about that more, you know, in a couple weeks. Like it's a while off. All right. I want to show you the other side of the paper because this is where we're gonna start. So this is a no, don't know, want to know. And it's just what it sounds like. So, for example, say that my research question is, will it be better for me to live in a dorm or an apartment? All right. So if I'm going to start with this paper, I'm going to start by writing down what I already know about this and what I don't know about this and what I want to know about this. So that's exactly what this is. So, you know, you don't have to write like all the details on here, but it'd be kind of a place to just sort of like organize your main thoughts that you're having about it. So in like the no column, I might be like, I know that in a dorm, there are a lot of rules. So I'd be like, dorm, a lot of rules. And then I'd be like, I know that you can do whatever you want in your apartment. I'd be like, apartment, do whatever you want. And then I'd be like, I know the dorm has a cafeteria and it's going to feed me. I'd be like, dorm, cafeteria. And then I'd be like, I know in the apartment, I got to cook my own food. I'd be like, apartment, cook your own food. Okay. So just like the main ideas. And then don't know. I'm like, I don't know how much it costs to live in a dorm. So I'd write that down. Be like, I don't know how hard it is to get an apartment. So everything I feel like I don't know. And then the one to know, might be some of the same stuff as don't know, maybe not. So if you're like, I want to know how the roommate process works, right? How do I get a roommate? Can I choose my own? Is it gonna be some weird stranger? Right? I want to know about that. Or I want to know, is there an apartment complex at Purdue that has a pool and a workout place and a dog park, right? I want to know that. So I write that down. So it could be pretty general, it could be pretty specific, it could be whatever the heck you want it to be, because it's for you as a starting place for our project. And if you're like, this paper's stupid, I'm not using it, whatever, don't use it, okay? But find a way to get your brain moving on this. So yesterday, if you watched my really great video, you know that we're going to format our research question in that specific format like this. So remember, it's got to have you in it or I in it, and you're finding a way to word it in that way. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is send me an email and tell me what your research question you think is going to be. And like, I thought about doing it a different way, but then I thought maybe not everyone wants everyone else to know what their question is. Okay, so I took that into consideration. And then also, I want us to be able to talk about it a little bit. So if you just like turn it in somewhere, then it's hard for me to write you back and be like, well, what about this? So I'm going to ask you just to email me or what do you say, Canvas message me what your question is or what you think your question might be. You can always change it later. And then if you need help figuring out how to word it, I can help you with that as well. And I'll write you back and I'll be like, great. Or I'll be like, maybe we should think about this, or maybe we could word it this way or whatever. So we'll have a little email conversation and I won't quite feel like I'm so isolated and dead here in my house. God's here though, so that's a positive. Okay, so email me, okay? Find that paper, right? The one I showed you with the no, don't know, want to know over there by the windows, under the windows, and email me. And I'm going to stop sharing the screen so that I can stop the video and peace out. Okay. No, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Things are going on here. Oh man.